Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nyamatilin and today I'm going to be talking about our universe. In this video, I'm going to be answering the questions: what does the Big Bang Theory explain? What is the black hole? What is a star? What is a galaxy? What are asteroids? What are comets? How did Halley Comet get its name? What is a solar system? What are the planets? Which is closest planet to the Sun? Which is the smallest and the farthest planet from the Sun? What is the Sun made up of and how does it look like? How big is the Sun? What is the Moon? Who was the first man to land on the Moon? When do we see a crescent moon? And what is a full moon? Either you can treat this book as an audiobook, close your eyes and listen to it, or you can read along. What does the Big Bang Theory explain? The answer is the Big Bang Theory was propounded by Belgian astronomer Abbe Georges Lemaitre. According to his theory of Big Bang, about 2 into 10 to the power 10 years ago, an explosion took place in which concentrated matters broke up into smaller pieces and different kinds of atoms were formed. These atoms led to the formation of galaxies, stars, planets, and etc. etc. So what is a black hole? A German astronomer Carl Schwarzschild developed the black hole concept in 1916. Black hole is a form of a dead star. It is one of the wonderful phenomena discovered in the universe. A star dies by shrinking until it is a white dwarf about the size of the Earth, or by shrinking until it's a neutron or star about 20 miles across. The density of a neutron star is unbelievingly high. It is about 1,000,000 tons per square inch. If a star continues to shrink in the sky and becomes a point of infinite density, it is called a black hole. A black hole sucks everything within a certain distance from the center. This distance is known as the event of horizon. Anything that is inside the event of horizon enters the black hole. A star is a self-luminous body. It is mainly made up of two gases, hydrogen and helium. The energy released by the reaction between hydrogen atoms keep the star shining until much of the hydrogen in the star's center is used up. Most of the stars were born about 10 billion years ago, but new stars are still forming in the space within the clouds of gas and dust of the Milky Way and other galaxies. What is a galaxy? A galaxy is a system of stars, dust, and gas held together by gravity. Galaxies are scattered throughout the universe. They range in diameter from a few thousand to 500,000 light years. They also come in different shapes, which are spiral, barred, and an irregular galaxy. A large galaxy can have more than 1 trillion stars. A small galaxy has fewer than 1 billion stars. The Milky Way is also a galaxy. What are asteroids? Asteroids are some extremely small heavenly bodies made up of very dark rocky material. These are also called minor planets or planetoids. There are thousands of asteroids in the sky. They mainly travel between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Asteroids are of different sizes and most of them have irregular shape. Ceres is the largest and first known asteroid. It was discovered on 1st January 1801. What are comets? The word comets originate from Latin word cometes, which means long-haired. Comets originate in a huge cloud called the Oort cloud that is supposed to surround the solar system. Comets generally don't have a tail. The tail shape only takes when it gets too close to the sun. The head of the comet is called a coma. Sometimes the coma contains a star-like point known as nucleus. How did Halley Comet get its name? The Halley Comet is named after a British astronomer named Edmund Halley. It is perhaps the most famous of all the comets. In 1705, Edmund Halley used Newton's new theory of gravitation to determine the orbits of comets from their recorded positions in the sky as a function of time. He found that the bright comets of 1531, 1607, and 1682 had almost had the same orbits and finally concluded that these were different appearances of the same comet. He then used his calculations and predicted its return in 1758. Thus, when the comet returned in 1758, it was named as Halley's Comet. Halley Comet was last seen in 1986. What is the solar system? The solar system is consisted of the sun along with the 9 planets, their 166 known moons, dwarf planets, Ceres, Pluto and Eris and their moons, and countless number of other celestial bodies which includes asteroids, comets and meteoroids. The word solar has been derived from the Latin word sol, which means sun, leading to the formation of the term solar system of the sun. The planets that orbit the Sun within the solar system include Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and the smallest and the farthest planet, also known as a dwarf planet, which is Pluto. What are planets? The word planet has been derived from the Greek word planetes. Planets are heavenly bodies which revolve around the Sun. They are made up of gas, metal, rock, and ice. There are 9 planets in the solar system. The first 4 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, are also known as terrestrial planets. Which is the closest planet to the Sun? Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It is about 57,910,000 kilometers away from the Sun. It has a diameter of 4,880 kilometers, but it is still slightly smaller than the moons Ganymede and Titan, but more than twice as massive. Which is the smallest and the farthest planet from the Sun? Pluto is the ninth and the farthest planet from the Sun. It is about 5,913,520,000 kilometers far from the Sun. It is also the smallest in our solar system. It is even smaller than many of the moons that orbit other planets and has a diameter of about 2,270. So I'm sorry for the voice cut out. I meant to say 2,274 kilometers. Pluto is a planet made up of mostly ice. This icy surface is composed of nitrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. What even is the Sun made up of, and how does it look like? The Sun is the most prominent feature in our solar system. It is made up of hot glowing gases. The Sun is consisted of 4 main layers. They are core, radiative zone, convective zone and photosphere. The temperature at the core is about 15.6 million Kelvin and the pressure is about 250 billion atmospheres. At the center of the core, the Sun's density is more than 150 times that of water. The Sun's outer visible layer is known as the photosphere. It has a temperature of about 6,000 Celsius or 11,000 Fahrenheit. This layer has spotty look due to unstable eruptions of energy at the surface. How big is the Sun? The Sun is the largest object and contains approximately 98% of the total solar system mass. Its diameter is about 1,390,000 kilometers and has a mass about 1.98892 into 10 raised to power 30 kg. About 109 Earths would be required to fit across the Sun's disk, and its interior could hold over 1.3 million Earths. What is the Moon? The Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. It is the second brightest object found in the sky after the Sun. It completes its one revolution around the Earth in about 29.5 days. As the Moon revolves around the Earth every once a month, the angle between the Earth, the Moon and the Sun changes and causes different phases of the Moon. Due to the size and the composition of the Moon, it is sometimes, along with Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, classified as a terrestrial planet. Who was the first man to land on the Moon? It was the mission of the Apollo 11 to land 2 men on the Moon, then return them safely to Earth. It was one of the most historic events. On July 20th, 1969, Commander Neil Armstrong became the first man to go on the Moon. While walking on the Moon, he said historic words: "One small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." When do we see a crescent moon? The night just after the new moon day, we see the crescent moon. It is because only the reflected light from the crescent part reaches the earth. The rest of the moon is only faintly visible because the sunlight reflected from the earth also falls on the moon's disk. What is a full moon? The crescent moon goes on increasing every day till on the 15th day from the new moon day. The full bright face of the moon is visible. On this day, the earth lies between the sun and the moon, such that the night side of the earth is facing the day side of the moon. This is also known as full moon day. Hey, I'm Nyamat. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share for more such videos. Thank you.